Straight ahead on Toledo News this morning, health officials are concerned that the Christmas holiday will generate another COVID-19 spike for hospitals that are low on beds and staff that are calling out sick. Plus, locally, those working in law enforcement are frustrated with the Ohio Department of Health's vaccine distribution plan. But why? And lighting up the holiday season by spreading cheer to kids who are hospitalized in our community. Good morning, I'm Jaden Jefferson. Thank you so much for joining me for your latest headlines on this Friday. Wednesday, the Ohio Department of Health announced that police officers will not be included in Phase 1A of COVID-19 vaccine distribution, and that announcement has caused frustration among local law enforcement officials, including Toledo Police Chief George Krall. Chief Krall says that officers engage with members of the community day and night, yet at times, their job requires them to be up close and personal with suspects. Krall received support from Toledo Fire and Rescue Department Chief Brian Bird, who tweeted, "Chief Krall, I too am very disappointed with this decision." AAA predicts that 84 million Americans and counting will be traveling for the Christmas holiday, and that projection has health officials worried and concerned that COVID-19 cases will spike once more. Hospitals across the state of Ohio are filling up with COVID patients, many who are seriously ill and aren't just older, high-risk individuals. The CDC says the best way to prevent catching COVID-19 or spreading it is to simply stay home. But if you do plan to travel despite that warning, the CDC advises you to, if you're traveling by car, avoid rest stops which force close contact between your family and other people. Now for a check of today's traffic. US 30 westbound between Interstate 75, State Route 696, and State Route 65 closed Wednesday, December 23rd for several days due to emergency work on the Slabtown Road overpass. On Tuesday evening, December 22nd, Slabtown Road over US 30 was closed due to a bridge strike. The closure of US 30 westbound is to prepare for the removal of the damaged beam and bridge deck as soon as possible. Traffic will be diverted to State Route 696, which is Lincoln Highway, to State Route 65, back to US 30 between the villages of Beaver Dam and Cairo. Cool Road, Thayer Road, and Mayberry Road will be restricted to through traffic or US 30 eastbound. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost has agreed to a settlement with Sabre Corporation after a multi-state investigation involving 27 states of the data breach of the Sabre Hospitality Solutions hotel booking system. The breach exposed the data of approximately 1.3 million credit cards. The settlement provides injunctive relief and requires a payment of $2.4 million, of which Ohio will receive over $81,000. To learn more, visit the website below. Ohio investigative units visited Meet and Greet Bar and Grill in Cleveland and cited the restaurant for improper conduct and disorderly activity. At 8:45 p.m., OIU agents, the Cleveland Division of Police, the Cleveland Division of Fire, and the Cleveland Department of Health visited the establishment and observed egregious violations of health orders. Agents observed patrons occupying every seat of the bar while others stood behind them to order. Patrons were standing, walking, and dancing with alcoholic beverages. There were no identifiable safety measures in place throughout the establishment to promote social distancing. This case will go before the Ohio Liquor Control Commission for potential penalties, including fines and/or the suspension or revocation of liquor permits. Tuesday morning, community leaders held a news conference announcing the creation of a coalition to encourage and convince Toledoans and the rest of Lucas County residents to take the COVID-19 vaccine when given the opportunity. The leaders call this Project V, which is short for Victory Over the COVID-19 Pandemic. The end goal is for Lucas County to have the highest vaccination rate in the state and for the county to defeat the virus and return to normal, which Mayor Wade Capsicavage defines as no masks and social distancing. It'll be a momentous task to convince people the vaccine is safe, specifically Black people, because of systemic mistreatment in the healthcare system, past and present, with an example being the Tuskegee Project, where Black men were told if they took part in a syphilis study, they'd receive free health care.
And while we intend to provide you with the best information possible, we intend to do it with a dignity that recognizes that we're asking you to trust a system that has not always shown you the respect and the human kindness that you deserve. But we're asking you this time because this time is different. This time we are dying at rates in multiples of other folks.
There could be some doubts that people have in their minds about its effectiveness, potential drawbacks. There is a healthy cynicism. Americans are naturally, they are natural questioners. They sometimes question authority. That's how we were founded.
This community collaboration is promoting vaccines through pastors, community leaders, business leaders, healthcare providers, nonprofit leaders, education leaders, government officials, and trusted medical officials. An example of this project in action would be businesses promoting the vaccine to employees and pastors promoting the vaccine to their congregation. Also, to inform people about the vaccine, there will be a day in the life videos, traditional media advertising, and virtual town halls. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost Wednesday issued the following statement regarding a Columbus Division of Police fatal officer-involved shooting that occurred on December 22nd. Every use of deadly force is serious, and the loss of life is an occasion for grief. BCI will conduct a complete, independent, and expert investigation, a search for the truth. We conduct more officer-involved shooting investigations than any agency in the state of Ohio and will pursue every lead without favoritism or regard to politics. What we have now is an incomplete record. We must allow the record to be completed and the evidence to be gathered. Only the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else will result in justice. Anyone with information pertaining to this case may call BCI at 855-BCI-OHIO, which is 855-224-6446. The Ohio Department of Education Tuesday released a new report showing a $675 million investment made by Governor Mike DeWine and the General Assembly for nearly 2 years ago has resulted in the planning or implementation of more than 3,000 student support initiatives that serve more than 1 million Ohio students. For more information on the Student Wellness and Success Funds and to view the full report, visit the department's website. Schmucker's Restaurant in Toledo needs your help locating the suspects of a robbery that took place Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. This isn't the first time the local restaurant located on Reynolds Road has become the target of thieves. The San Marcos on Reynolds Road was also robbed, but TPD cannot confirm if the two incidents are related. If you have any information that could help lead to the arrest of the suspects involved in this robbery, you can call TPD Crime Stoppers at 419-255-1111. Finally, spreading holiday cheer.
Every year, the Toledo Police Department likes to deliver teddy bears to the children here that can't be home for Christmas. And this year, with the pandemic that's going on, we can't do that. So we still arrange to deliver the bears, and the staff will be handing them out to the kids.
And what are you guys doing? It's just nice something to do this holiday season, right?
We care about the kids. That's why we do this job. So this is one way we give back among the other things that we do throughout the year.
Do you have any favorite stories from years past that when you've done this event?
I was a school officer for 10 years, so we had the grade schools that I would usually deal with and go over there and find out kids that don't have it as good as I did, and I'd take them out to lunch, do things like that. That's how I try to help. This year, I'm not in the school, so I'll do this.
Why do you think it's important to do this year after year?
It shows the young kids that we do care, that we want what's best for them, and we don't like them hurting. And this, if they can get a bear, maybe that'll make them feel better for about 5 minutes, if not longer.
Thanks so much for joining me for your latest headlines on this Christmas Friday. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here on Saturday.